Hello, everybody. I am Chantel E. Jameson, digital editor for Jet Mag, as well as love and relationship columnist and digital editor for Ebony.com. Now that you know who I am, I feel like these two gentlemen need no introduction.
Well, thank you.
But I'm going to do it
I'm Bill Bellamy.
I'm Shemar Moore.
Take your shirt off. Take
I
your
will.
shirt off.
I will.
Right
after this
Shemar,
interview.
man, more than 20 years of veteran acting, modeling, comedic experience in the room. Fellas, welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Welcome. I'm
Thank
super
you.
excited to be speaking with you today.
Well, thank you.
because, I mean, I've seen you on The Young and the Restless.
Yeah. Drusilla Baby
I've
Daddy.
seen your stand-up, which is hilarious, and I probably should not have been watching it at 13.
Right, but you did. You had to.
I did. You know how it goes, how to be a player, all that stuff.
That's
so,
how you learned about booty calls.
Yeah, pretty much, and more.
And more.
And more. Which have served me well in my knowledge of love and relationships, of what to kind of avoid a little bit. So,
Okay.
yeah, but I'm really excited because you guys aren't just in here just to have you in here, although I could probably spend maybe an hour or two with each of you interviewing you.
Oh, thank you.
But you got some nice stuff going on, and Bill, you do as well. The Bounce Back, your love and relationship, romantic comedy, which I did get to see in advance.
Excuse me.
Comes out December 9th.
Yes.
So tell the truth. You got to say you like it. Come on, you got to say it. You like it.
No, I don't. If I didn't like it,
Okay.
I would tell you.
But
You
what,
probably wouldn't interview me.
what did you
but I'd
expect?
tell you.
So let me interview you real quick.
Okay.
What did you expect? What did you get? And what did you take from it?
Okay, so here's what I expected. So first of all, people, this romantic comedy, I expected it to be like any other romantic comedy. I expected it to be all black, first of all.
Right.
But it wasn't. It had Nadine Velasquez in it.
Right.
She's Latina.
Yeah.
And it had pretty much like a very diverse crowd, not just in cast, not just in terms of race and ethnicity, but in terms of personality.
Did you like the Indian
Yeah.
neighbor?
Yeah.
The Indian neighbor?
Yo, he was
funny.
hilarious.
He was funny. So that shattered my first expectation. My
Right.
second expectation, since you're interviewing me, is that it would be okay, two people struggling to love each other, and then they overcome it. Now, without giving the movie away, there was a
Right.
little bit of that in there. But I didn't expect it to pan out how it did. I thought it was going to be more of like a surface level overcoming.
Right.
But it was really deep. Like, it was really transformative. Like, your character, you play Matthew Taylor, and Nadine's character as well.
Kristen
Y'all,
Peralta.
yeah, y'all went through some stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't your ordinary, like comedic situation.
Right.
Well, the
Yeah.
love is like that in real life too. It's complicated. It
Right.
stops and goes. And I think what we wanted to do with this film was to show the reality of love. Like, so most times it comes when you're not looking for it. A lot of times we fight love or we fight a situation because we get in our own way. And as his best friend, I played Terry, his manager and best friend. I was kind of fighting it too, because I was like, as his manager, we had this goal when we started to like get our book from the C League to the B League to the
It's
A
all
League.
money.
Yeah, it's all money, But then when I saw my friend, sort of like, I started seeing that he was really feeling something. I had to kind of fall back and get out the way, and that's what real friends do. And I hope that we accomplish that in the film, where people just like, yo, man, that's my boy, me and my boy, me and my man Larry, we cool like that, you know what I mean? And then he got some sexy stuff in there too, because that's what he do.
But you got the funny stuff in
Yeah.
there too. You like, I feel like your character, because you did play his manager. And,
Yes, yes.
Matthew is like relationship expert and author.
Yes.
In the film, and you played his manager. But I feel like your character was very legit. You was very real. Like, look, keep your man on the business.
Yes.
You don't have time to be falling in love.
M.O.B.
Right. We need to get to the money, and that's that. But you did do what a friend did at the end. Was like, all right, before this business has to run first, my boy does deserve love. And
Absolutely.
I think that's an interesting balance that I think many people struggle with.
Absolutely.
Business and love.
Let me just say this, because you're hitting on so many points that's why I asked you up front. Because we're here to talk about the movie. We're here to pump up the movie, and we're real proud of the movie. But to hear you say that it beat all your expectations. It wasn't just a black thing. It wasn't just an urban thing. And yes, it is a love story, but I don't want people to think that it's just any old love story. And we didn't reinvent the wheel, but we found an original way to tell a love story. But to me, and this is my opinion, it's not just a love story, and you're touching on it right now, our relationship as friends.
Yeah.
It's a relationship story. So whoever you are, whatever color you are, however old you are, there's going to be something or somebody that you relate to as far as the type of relationships with the dynamics. My character, I play a father for the first time. So here you get to see me, Shemar, play a father, but you get to see my character deal with trying to recreate this philosophy and definition of love, but stay true to what he built in his past. So he's got this duality of trying to let go of his past, but he can't let go of every part of his past because some of his past is beautiful, which is embodied in his daughter. And then you got the homies, because he wants to find that success. He wants to find that success, and he has a wonderful line in it. It says something to the extent of a true friend just doesn't get in the way of another friend's, love and bigger journey. And so it's real deep, like you said, but it's done in such a silly,
lighthearted
silly, fun way.
That's what I appreciate.
Yeah, I think you can accomplish, as a comedian, you can accomplish a lot through laughter, and when you make people laugh, they're learning without feeling like you're teaching them. You feel me? And I think our chemistry was natural ever since the brothers. Like, we've been cool like that. But in this film, we really got a chance to dance the whole film. And the brothers, we shared different scenes with DL and Morris Chestnut and ourselves. But in this film, man, it's just me and him, Batman and Robin. You know what I'm saying? KD and Westbrook. That's what we said in the movie.
Yeah.
But I think we accomplished that. And I'm gonna tell you, I never really knew how women love this dude. Like, I kind of know.
Here we go.
We're in Miami at this first screening.
Lord Jesus, I think I saw that.
Woo! That's all you heard in the back. I'm like, did the light blow out? These women, what's going on? Women are talking amongst themselves about him as
They
he's
were probably talking about you, Bill.
No, I had my clothes on.
You ain't no
though.
roach looking.
No, but I'm saying.
They were probably talking
I
about
mean,
you.
if I and bounce back again, I'm gonna have my shirt on. Not in this one.
We're gonna switch places
We'll
in the
switch
sequel.
places. Yeah.
Get to see the pecs.
He gonna be sexy.
He
I'm
got
gonna
me.
be funny.
He got me.
Baby oil.
Little baby oil. Shea butter.
Baby oil on the line.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all I need. And but I'm joking, but in a serious way, that his fan base is very, very strong. And I said this to him before we shot the film. I said it'll be really nice for your fans to see you as a dad and as a friend and as a guy who's been hurt before. Because when you're a good-looking guy and everybody thinks everything's perfect all the time, guys get hurt too. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys get hit.
Right.
It's not just ladies. And he shows by his divorce, it was difficult for him to divorce.
He shows that imperfection.
Yeah, and I thought that was kind of dope.
He goes beyond the surface, so to speak.
Absolutely.
And that kind of speaks to your real life, right, Shemar? Because the thing about The Bounce Back isn't just that it's a romantic comedy about love. It's actually the first movie to be released under your production company, Bounce Back LLC. What I need to know is why a love movie? Everything else is happening. I mean, it's so much happening in the world, from, oh my God, the presidential election alone. It could have been a movie about politics. It could have been a movie about
race relations,
slavery and race relations.
We've done enough slave movies.
Yeah, plenty.
I mean, I'm overslaved.
Amen.
I'm overslaved. Like, I mean, we've done enough. I get it.
There don't
we know
need to
what
be
it
a
is.
13 years a slave. We'll
I
stick
don't
with
need
12.
no more slaves. We know
12.
it was bad. It was bad.
But to answer your question, and with him talking about it's bad, it's not that it's bad. It's not that it's bad, but
slavery is bad, not the movie.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I think it's. I think people of color, people of color. Period. Hollywood gets fixated on a formula. They're somewhat of ambulance chasers, and they just do what's hot. They do what's hot. They do what they think. One thing pops, and then you get a bunch of copycats. And what I like about this movie is people of color, but people, period, can tell broad stories. Many other stories can be told. It doesn't always have to be dark. It doesn't always have to be street. It doesn't always have to be slavery. And for me, what I'm very proud of, and I say this to Bill, I don't know if you notice it when you watch the movie, but you got Bill who's black. You got me who's black. If you want to be technical, I'm mixed. My mother's white, my father's black. You got Nadine who's Latina. We got white in the movie. We got Indian in the movie. You know,
yeah, everybody.
and
it was very colorful.
But what's wonderful is there's a lot of colors telling this very simple, sweet, endearing story that tells a story that's colorless, meaning I don't care who you are, I don't care where you're from, I don't care what color you are, I don't care how old you are, you're gonna enjoy this. It's just a feel-good movie, and just ironically, with the timing of what's going on in this country.
And now that weed is free, I mean, you're really gonna enjoy it.
You can smoke in the theater, go ahead.
I don't know where you watch it.
Bring the sativa to the theater.
You watch
Or,
it.
you know,
Colorado, you in LA, you're gonna have a good time.
You're gonna have a great time, right?
But to answer your question, why? Why? Because I've been blessed to do what I've done for 23 years, and I've done a little of this, a little of that, and there's plenty more to come from. I'm very excited. Even though I've been doing this 23 years, I almost feel like with this movie and just where I'm at mentally, I'm almost pushing reset. And you know, so I almost feel like I'm brand new because I've done what I've done, but I've only scratched the surface of what I really think I'm capable of as an actor, and now as a producer. This is my first time executive producing. The fans, shout out to all the fans out there,
Oh, yes.
homies and baby girls, because y'all helped me get this thing started. Because this is an independent movie. This is my little baby. This is the little train that could. And I ran around with this script before I became executive producer. I ran around Hollywood trying to get it made with my team, and Hollywood wasn't really stepping up to the plate. You know, people were kind of like, "Oh yeah, we'll call you," but the phone never rang.
It's very well done. I will say that.
But my point about the fans is the fans through Indiegogo and Kickstarter in just a little over a month helped us raise money to show interest in the movie, and we raised $650,000 in just over. And that was just, and what that is it's not just money to make a movie. It's money to show Hollywood there's a demand for this type of content. And then I basically sat with myself in my driveway in my car, real talk, and I was running out of time to be able to make this happen. And I was not about to call all my fans back and go, thanks for trying, but I just don't believe in that. I refuse to quit. I refuse to fail. And so I sat in my driveway and said, look, I got a couple of nickels in my pocket from what I've been doing through the years. My mother gave me a beautiful card when I left Criminal Minds. It said, leap and the net will appear. And what that means is believe in yourself, take a risk on yourself, bet on yourself. And so I sat in my car in that driveway and I said, you know what, I'm gonna take care of the rest. The fans got me this far, I'm gonna get it the rest of the way. And then I knew I needed help. And I went and got this guy. I went and got Nadine Velasquez.
Robin.
Veterans.
Yusef Dallaire, who directed
OGs.
it. Yeah.
OGs.
Yeah.
Holla.
I'm saying, you touching on some good stuff here, Shemar. It's kind of like you don't have careers like you fellas do for more than 2 decades.
Yeah.
Just relying on Hollywood
No,
or
you
remaining the same. You have to
hustle.
constantly
Yeah.
reinvent the wheel
Absolutely.
while taking into consideration what it is that your fans want. And I think the $650,000 that was raised via your fans, you know, does speak to the need for more content
Yeah,
that is
people
feel
wanna
good,
see
loving,
people-
and it's something that, like you mentioned before, love is colorless. Everybody can relate to love.
Yeah.
You know,
And want it.
yeah, and they desire it and they want it in some form or fashion. Like that's why a lot of people chase fame. They want to be loved,
Adored,
If you
yes.
adored, yeah. If you want just that one person, you want to be loved. It's a universal language.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even for those who are committed to hating.
And we have great music in the film, by the way. I know they don't do that anymore. Back in the day, when the '90s, when
The
I was on there,
score, the
you have
soundtrack.
like when we did Love Joe's, we had the
Yeah, it
dopest
was dope.
soundtrack.
It
We
was
got
dope.
some real slick little music in there. We got some sexy music in there. That's all I gotta say.
That's all you gotta say.
It's some sexy music in this movie.
Well, excellent. So tell people where they can watch the movie.
December 9th, U.S. and Canada to start, AMC Regency Theaters, so just look for your local AMC theaters, but December 9th it's going down, and then for the rest of the world out there, it's going to be on VOD release about 2 months thereafter, but it is going down December 9th.
December 9th. Hit all your theaters, ladies, mark
Yeah.
your calendars, post it on Facebook. We doing Bounce Back Teen movies. So you gotta go hashtag the Bounce Back movie. Y'all on our team. Hashtag us when y'all go see the movie and let us know if you like it.
Because I'll say, because you know where I got inspired from this is Tyler Perry. We all know what Tyler Perry is worth a whole bunch of money these days, but he took a risk on himself. You know, he was known for doing his whole theater circuit and the whole thing. And I was actually in his first movie that began making a name for himself, which was Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
I remember
But
that.
I watched him put up his own money and got his fan base. And now he didn't have social media like we have now, so we're using social media, Facebook Live, we're doing all that stuff now. But 10 years ago, I watched Tyler Perry take a risk on himself, and then he got with a studio and he got this movie out. And Hollywood was not, they were like, who is this guy? No shot, no shot. And now look at the business, look at the industry and the dynasty almost that he's built. And so just to see him do that, I was like, okay, again, sitting in my driveway, I was like, well, if him, why not me? And so
You got to diversify Hollywood.
Right, and so what I say to the fans out there, I promise you this dude's gonna make you laugh.
Yes.
My shirt comes off once or twice, but I do my thing. For the fellas,
He's oiled up.
for the fellas out there, you got Nadine Velasquez. But by going to see this movie, you're not only supporting my dream and my baby, but you're letting Hollywood know that these type of movies need to be made.
Yes.
And if this movie, which I believe it will be, is successful, that's going to open the door for me to continue producing, for him to produce, for us to do our thing. But others out there who don't know what's possible, that just like Tyler inspired me, I'm hoping that this movie and myself and what we did inspires y'all.
That's what's up.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Shemar Moore and Bill Bellamy,
Thank you.
it has been a pleasure speaking to you gentlemen today. December 9th, check out The Bounce Back in theaters in the U.S. and Canada.
December 9th.
Video on demand soon after that.
Follow me at Bill Bellamy.
Yeah, throw in your social media hashtags. Throw in.
Follow him at Shemar F. Moore, F for, I can't tell you that on the
Well, guys, thank you again.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
All right.